I think, but on a Saturday morning also, मुझे लग रहा है कि सब लोग तैयार होके आए हैं बहुत अच्छे से. Deepak ji, everyone is looking so like fresh. Whoever's on camera, thank you. It definitely feels very good to be comfortable in just, casual clothes all day. But the point is, it's important to know that you will feel the laziest when you're away in your comfort zone. But when you decide to dress for success, know that you will feel good. You will be more motivated to hustle and achieve your goals. So once again, good morning. And thank you for being here Saturday morning for another interesting expert speak session by Plan to Win. And for those of you who are attending the expert speaks for the first time, the Plan to Win program is a life management program that will give you not only the strategies and techniques, but also the attitude you need to make the most of your precious time. This is a space which will move you towards creating and achieving your goals. And like it or not, your clothes and presentation speaks volumes about you as a person. We all agree, right? So हमने सबने सुना है ये स्लोगन ड्रेस फॉर सक्सेस, और शायद इसके बारे में मालूम भी होगा. And it's true. The question is not about what if you care about fashion or not. Somebody like me does not really care about fashion. I care about being timeless because that's who I am as a person. I feel it's more about what you are communicating internally, intentionally, and unconsciously or consciously through your fashion choices. So we all need to be aware of when, what, how, what are we communicating. Your appearance is influential to others as well, not just yourself, of course. Since it only takes like a matter of seconds for impressions to be formed when a person meets you for the first time, no matter the occasion, dressing well and presenting yourself right is already half the battle won. And we learned it in the previous image management session held in Plan to Win. When I feel good on the outside, I'm more likely to feel good on the inside, which in turn boosts my confidence, makes me want to try my best and give it my best in whatever I'm doing. So last time we learned about the art and science of first impressions from our expert, Jaya Singhi. We welcome her back today. Welcome, Jaya. Mrs. Jaya Singhi is a certified image consultant and soft skills trainer. She has worked as a trainer with Image Consulting Business Institute. She trains people to create a winning image by strengthening their inner self and projecting it effectively in their visual communication. Without much ado, let us engage with her and understand how to dress for success. Over to you, Jaya.
Thank you so much, Gitanjali. It's really always a pleasure to be here on this platform, where I've been here earlier also. And I would like to tell all the participants here that I've always also been a beneficiary of this platform. So I've been a participant for a few months and have really benefited and have people from my life who have joined here now.
Thank you, Jaya, for being an active proponent of Plan to Win, for being our participant as well as an expert. That's quite a combination.
Yeah. So, and it's always a pleasure to be here because there's so much of energy happening. Everybody is so charged up and wants to learn about all aspects of anything, I would say. Yes, we have sessions on such varied topics. And so today we are having this session on dress for success. So can we have more cameras on? So it will be, more happening and a more interactive session. So now many of you must have attended my prior sessions, and if not, Gitanjali has summed it up for you. Otherwise, I would also like to see, take a quick recap that in these prior sessions, we spoke about the science of first impressions, why we form first impressions, and how we form first impressions. Why, forming, we should not judge, but we usually judge or form impressions because it is very innate to us as human beings. It is a part of our reflex system. We need to keep ourselves protected. not just physically, our inner beings, our self-worth needs to be protected. And only because we judge and we form impressions, we are able to protect ourselves and, work towards a secure future. So we are all working for our futures, right? We're living in the moment, but planning for the future. And that is what we learn in planning also. So again, this judgment is also part of that. We also spoke about why our self-image, what we think about ourselves, our body image, self-image, performance image, they are what we should be realistic, and what we think about ourselves is what will matter to the other person also, and will actually change the resulting response that you get from that other person. So it is very important to have a realistic self-image. It is like an image cycle, what we think, we feel, and the way we act, and that is how the other person responds or reacts to you. So and again, the response of that other person coming will make you think newer things maybe. So if you want the cycle to go round and round, you have to make sure that your responses are also the ones which you are wanting to have. So, and basically it is all starts with you, the inner you. So that is what we looked at. We also established that fact that our looks are important, and today what we're going to do is about dressing is how we dress to get the right responses, right? So friends, this is Jaya Singhi, and I'm an image consultant and a trainer, soft skills trainer. And what my business is to make people think, feel, and look better for all areas of their life. So today, let's start with this session where we'll learn that how the power of personal appearance holds important in everyday interaction also, our professional roles as well as our personal roles, social roles, everywhere. And it makes a huge impact. You will see, like we had seen in last time also, we actually are visual beings. Would you agree?
Yes.
Hannah? So Meha, can you please touch your, where is Meha? Oh. So Meha is here now. Meha, I could not see her for some time. Okay. So last time we had this exercise where we actually, ensured that how we actually are listening with not our ears, but our eyes. So I was trying to do that, but Meha got lost. So it would not happen now.
I'm here. Yes, ma'am.
No. Now it's not. I had to take you that quickly. Okay. Anyway. Okay. So let's start with the beginning. I'll be sharing my presentation. Gitanjali, have you shared?
Yeah, you have the right. Please go ahead.
Okay, I'll share.
So meanwhile, when Jaya is starting her presentation, I'd like to inform that Plan to Win has a lot more than the expert speak session, just one very interesting part of it. But there are beautiful sessions like meditations and different formats, different modules, which help you towards moving you towards your goals and success in life, being better than who you are. So if you, somebody in the chat box, Shalaka, may I request you to put it in the chat box, one of our numbers, so people can get in touch, because I'm getting some requests on the personal chat. Thank you. Yeah, Jaya.
So you can see my screen, right?
Yeah.
So let's keep this interactive also. Now tell me, what do you see when you see this person? Anybody would like to put in the chat or just speak up, because I cannot see the chat with my screen sharing.
I can see some like two people standing there. Which slide are you showing, ma'am?
I'm showing only one slide. You can see two people.
Yes. Level 2 casual.
No, but what?
You can put it
dress for success.
Presentation mode, Jaya, because we can see slides on the left side and.
Okay, no, I've done it. I have already done it. But if it's not coming, then there's something.
Yeah, Jaya, we are seeing that first slide now.
Can you see the dress for success, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I had put it on slideshow, right? So yes. So now this is the person I'm going to talk about today, right now. So what do you think what are the messages, or what do you think of when you think of this person? When you see this person, anything that comes to your mind you want to say?
Yeah,
Kya
he's
qualities
a
होंगे इसके?
corporate professional. He's confident.
Yes. And
Well turned out, well dressed.
right. What about his mood?
But again, instead of one person, we are able to see the group of people, black.
So is it not moving for everybody, Gitanjali? Can we check? Because for me,
No, I don't think it's moving.
We are on the first slide.
We are on
and
the first
we are
slide
talking
only.
about second slide.
okay.
Dress for success.
Okay. You can see this one. It's okay. So I think I'll just stop share and share again and see. Let's see whether it works.
Yeah.
Now you can see me.
Yeah.
So what are the messages you get?
We have a beautiful.
No, Gitanjali, I would sorry, but you are so good. I would like everybody else to participate also.
I'll go myself on mute. Yeah.
No, I'm not saying mute, but then
Very
Smiling
cheerful,
face.
smiling face.
Well dressed, smiling face, confidence, the grace.
Authoritative.
Very engaging face, like a magnet you are attracting.
so now can you see?
Yes.
Yeah.
Again, it went on the first.
Again, we come on the first one.
Dress for success, right?
Yeah, we can see it.
Now can you see the second slide?
Yes, definitely.
Okay.
Yes.
So yes, so we need to tackle technology like the everyday situations. So thank you for the all that remarks or the compliments. Thank you so much. Now let's focus on this man. What does he say? Yes, people come up.
Confident.
Yeah.
He's confident and he's ready for meeting or any presentation, and he is ready to rock.
So he's capable, right?
Pleasing. Because of his smile.
Yes.
Trustworthy.
Right. So yes. So did he say something? You heard me speaking, but did he speak?
Discipline. No.
Discipline, right? Right. But you were able to, list so many qualities, but did he speak?
Not yet.
He did not, right? We only saw his picture, and based on that assumption, we have on this visual representation that we see, that is, what are the visual representation, few aspects, we were able to decide so many things about him, isn't it? So what were the few aspects or the elements of image which helped you to decide that he's capable, he's confident, he's a leader, he's smiling? So what were the few things? I think we did the elements last time. So people who are there can put in, or if others can also want to speak.
Body language.
Yes.
How he's carrying himself.
Can you go again?
How he's carrying himself.
Yes, how he's carrying himself. That is his body language. Yes. So the other aspects are his clothing says that he's capable, isn't it? If he was wearing a different maybe dress, it might not be so. So, and also his grooming. He looks well groomed.
Hello. No, my view is different, madam.
Yes, tell me.
Since long time into jewelry marketing.
Right.
I worked in the jewelry shops.
Right.
In the foreign countries as well.
Yes.
For me, this person looks indisciplined as he's having the beard. And for us, I have been staying in Hong Kong and Bangkok, and that people don't admire the beard which we see here in his face.
Yeah.
So beard, it should be clean shave, absolutely like military people. It should be clean shave. He looks indisciplined, and he has come out like he's just well dressed, but grooming is not perfect for me.
Right. Because the grooming standards in the countries that you are speaking about are
Yes.
different than maybe the place
No,
that this man belongs.
I understand. For India, the grooming, the grooming concept is a little bit different.
Yes.
But I've seen in America and as well on other countries, and even in our countries now, there is a new fashion. It should be clean shave.
Right. So what I'm saying is it might differ. So I
This is my personal opinion. I'm maybe different, but
I don't
yeah,
think
it's different.
this is the in style for the young generation of boys.
Yes,
and
yes.
This is old
So
style
now let's cut it short because we cannot get further. What I want to make clear is, see, you give it your best for a particular situation, and I thank you so much, Devenji, for speaking up, because this helped me make a point here that, see, you might be putting in your best, but the message, what reaches the other person is not what you think. It will be as per that person's standard.
No, I just express my view. That's what I wanted.
That was I'm saying, just 1 minute. So what let me make it clear for everybody here that the message that reaches the other person will not depend on what you think is the standard.
Yeah, this is my perception.
Okay. So what reaches the other person is what the other person thinks and what the standards are. So there are certain standards for every industry. And
even for the financial market, grooming is I think different what you're saying.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, continue, madam. I don't want to disturb anything. Continue, please.
So the three distinct elements which combine to create your personal appearance or the visual image are clothing, grooming, and body language, right? And clothing is one aspect, whether you like it or not. What happens, tell me, there must be many people here who love to dress, go out shopping, right? So
yes,
you can just show me without even, breaking the flow with your hand maybe or something. And there must be many who really don't like the thought of clothes. Kapde pehnne padenge, guys, ab pehenna hai, theek hai. And the third group is like, see, you just have to, how does it matter to dress? Pehenna hai, kuch bhi pehen lo, kya farak padna hai? ठीक है, मुझे अपने काम से मतलब है. So there are three different types and there can be a fourth type also. But the thing is, whichever type you belong to, the third type or maybe a fourth type or maybe a fifth type, can you tell me any occasion when you went out without dressing? No, everybody has to dress, right? So when we have to dress and we have to put forth ourselves, we have to look into the clothing, grooming, and body language part. If we have to give the right image in front of people. So you cannot not communicate. You have to dress up, and once you dress up, your clothes are going to speak for you. And in a language that is more universal and more accepted than you even think of or anybody can think of. Even before, when language was not there, the visuals were communicating. And in today's world, our visuals, our clothes are something which are the most dominant you would see. Isn't it? If you see any person, what is the most dominant thing which is visible to you? Is clothing. So we cannot ignore clothing. We may like it or not like it. We have to agree that clothing forms the biggest part of a visual communication. And every time you are working for your goals, you will see you need to work, you need to speak, you need to discuss, you need to debate, you need to instruct. You are doing so many of these actions when you're communicating. All this requires a lot of effort on your part. You need to speak. You have to modulate in that rise. What if I tell you, before you even open your mouth, your clothes can help you convey the messages that you want, if you just pay a little attention to it. So with this, when I'm talking about this little attention, let's ensure that today this is going to be a little, something which will require your attention and patience. So be patient with me and listen well, and you will see that end of the session, you will going to learn a few things, right? So what are clothes? Since we have to wear clothes, why don't we just consider them as a resource? What are resources? Are money, our time, energy. All these are resources, our food, shelter. So isn't clothing also a resource? We have to dress up, and we all have some clothing of some value with us all the time. So let us use it as a resource to, meet our needs and achieve our goals in life. So, and what are the needs that clothes fulfill?
Feeling good, looking good.
Yeah, feeling good, looking good. So feeling good, we can term it psychological. Looking good is aesthetic. But the basic need that clothing fulfills is physical, to cover ourselves up
Yes.
and protect our body, right? And the second is this, as you said, psychological and also social. When we want to form a part of a group and you feel like, then you were not comfortable. Think of your children maybe, or somebody who has to go to school and the uniform is not proper. Very small thing missing, even if somebody else is not noticing, that child is not ready to go to school. If you just misplace the tie or some badge or something, it has such a big, huge, social effect here, and it leads to psychological also. So our clothing actually clothing can fulfill 4 needs: social, psychological, physical, and aesthetic. Any piece of clothing can fulfill one or many needs. Clothes don't matter, or the physical need is important only in times of emergency, like जहाँ बहुत problems है, जैसे आज यूक्रेन में, it doesn't matter what you're wearing, you're just wearing and you're protecting yourself कहीं पे, या बहुत ठंड है जहाँ पे, so your basic thing is to protect yourself. But the same clothing piece, if it's a well fitted suit or a blazer, in cold weather, it can give you a physical comfort also. It will be psychologically uplifting you also. If you're going for a corporate meeting, it will give you a social need. It will fulfill your social need also. And also, you will feel good. You will look good. So it will fulfill your aesthetic needs also. So how each piece of clothing can fulfill many needs. So if we can learn understand a few points, maybe we will be able to be better armed when we have to go anywhere. So how can you achieve this this standard of dress, is whether it is a professional setting or a professional setting, is following the 4 A's of image management. I spoke about them in the last session also. You need to be appropriate, authentic, attractive, and affordable. So a little more detail on this in the next slide. So you project a winning image when your clothing, grooming, body language, behavior, etiquette, communication, everything is appropriate for your roles, goals, and occasion. Somebody wants to say, what are the different roles that he plays? I'm sure everybody understands what are the different roles. So anybody just wants to quickly tell me? So, okay, roles are the different, can you all see me, hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
So for me, a goal, I mean, the role that I play could be when I go to college, I'm a student there, so I should dress accordingly. And when I'm going to a party with my friends, so I'm their friend there. So that the roles are different on both the occasions.
Yes, and Meha, when you're speaking in public, you're a public speaker. So that is also one role that you play.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, so, right. So that is
Jaya, as a viewer also, when you are going on a presentation or you are participating in any function, so as a public or as a viewer also, that is also.
Yes, so that is it. So our clothing, grooming, body language, etiquette, all should be appropriate to our roles, our goals. Goals are the visions that we have in our lives for ourselves. So जैसे विकास बोलता है ना, envision your life and the goals we want to achieve. Then your roles also should match what you want to achieve to the goals that you have in life. And we all have different occasions in life. So for all these occasions, we need to keep our wardrobe ready, right? So the next is clothing and grooming should be authentic to reflect your values and personalities. What you have as values, you all understand, like हम सबके कुछ values होते हैं, things which are very dear to us, certain values, कि somebody likes to speak the truth all the times, somebody likes to, certain things which are very close to our heart. हमारे clothing values भी हमारे जो general values है, उसी से consistent होते हैं. They are almost a reflection of those same values. So what things are dear to me in my heart will actually affect the clothing choices that I make. तो मैं अगर चाहूँ कि मैं appropriate रहूँ और पर मैं ऐसी जगह जा रही हूँ जहाँ पे dressing is difficult for me, so I have to be according to my values, जो मैं जिसमें comfortable रह सकूंगी. I cannot wear something which has to be worn if it is not as per my choice or what I'm not comfortable with, not consistent with my values and my personality. So our clothing choices should be authentic to who you are as a person. So for example, like even if for a presentation, I have to wear a jacket, I have to ensure that it is a very lightweight jacket. The moment I get dressed in a heavy sweater or a heavy sari or anything heavy, for them instead, even heavy jewelry, it is that my sensory value is so strong. I would see that I have seen that I just cannot be. So I will be not comfortable taking that presentation or speaking about it. My mind will be always busy with that heavy thing, you know. तो एक दिमाग वहीं चल रहा है कि ये बहुत भारी है, ये अच्छा नहीं, comfortable नहीं. So how can we be my best? So it will all reflect on my face, my attitude, and that is how others also react. The third is your clothing grooming should be attractive. It should suit your body shape, face shape, and personal colors. So men and women, we all have body shapes, certain body shapes, and हर situation के हिसाब से we have to ensure कि our body shape should not come in the way of our passing the messages on to the other person. Is it clear to you? See, whether you think whatever your problem, we don't call them problem areas, we call them as image consultants, figure variations. We are very worried about those figure variations whenever we are, we have to be presentable. So we can dress, if we dress as per a body shape, know what things we need to hide and what things we need to show, so that the attention of the viewer goes to the right places. Then we will be more confident, we will be more concentrating on our work rather than being worried about what the other person is able to see, whether I'm looking too thin or too fat or whether my thighs are bulging. So you cannot keep on thinking about those things, but you will see that most people have these things going on. So if you know how to dress according to your body shape, your face shape, how to choose colors for yourself, for your skin tone. हम सब देखते हैं कुछ colors हम पे ज़्यादा suit करते हैं, कुछ कम करते हैं. क्यों करते हैं? Which colors may instantly brighten up your face, or some colors you really don't like to wear. So if you can know all these things, you will be more prepared to present yourself. In fact, you can use any colors if you know how to use them and how much and how more. Are you all with me?
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. So the last part is, now this must be sounding overwhelming, appropriate bhi rehna, authentic bhi, attractive bhi, but you can also so if this is heavy on your pocket, I'm sure you will not be comfortable, and if you're not comfortable, you cannot give out a winning image. So you also need to be affordable, make it all affordable. So if you understand various things, then you can make it affordable. We have modules for like clustering and smart shopping to ensure that all these things are done without making it heavy on your pockets. So now once we've done that, now tell me which garment says what, which garment to wear when, am I wearing the right clothes? Do these questions come to your mind? कि जया ने इतनी सारी चीजें बता दी है, अब ये चीजें होंगी कैसे? I'm sure. See, I understand this. It is not possible in a very short time, but I'm trying to make it. Will try to give you the tool how to think about it at least. Okay, so this is the solution. Is historically whatever we be doing. कहीं पे भी जाना है, तो एक ही चीज होती थी, या तो casual है या formal है, isn't it? So our syllabus partner for other place where I've studied, our syllabus comes from Judith Rasband. So she has introduced a wonderful tool which has gained international acceptance and recognition from all the fashion industry stalwarts. It is called the style scale. So where you will see that it is a scale. It is not just a scale पे बहुत सारे markings होती है ना, on a ruler that we use. There's so many markings. So there are many markings there. On one side is the tailored, the other side is the untailored. This might seem, something like you don't understand, but just pay a little attention and I'm sure you'll get it. So it is tailored, where it is strictly formal, untailored, which is totally casual. And in between lies softly tailored and casual tailored. So just give me a thumbs up if you can see it, like, yes. Are you paying attention? Yes. So you have to be, very keenly observing here. Softly tailored is what? Majorly tailored. हमने tailored ही majorly लिया है यहाँ पे, पर हमने थोड़ा सा untailored, sorry. थोड़ा सा अनटेलर्ड के जो कुछ एस्पेक्ट्स है वो बोरो कर लिए to make it softly tailored. And the casual tailored is majorly untailored, but we borrow a little from the tailor. अब क्या borrow करना है और क्या नहीं, that we will see. So now अभी सोए हुए लोग अच्छे नहीं लगते हैं, so let's wake it up. So wake up the style scale and it has become straight. Right? Can you see? This here, high authority is at the top, that is the tailored. Low authority is the lowest, is level 1. Tailored is level 4. In between, we have softly tailored and we have casual tailored. This is the international style scale created by Judith Rasmand. So, you know, Judith Rasmand is one of the top image consultants of the world. She's 80 plus. And if you see her and see her energy level, she keeps coming to India every couple of years. Though because of the lockdown, she's not been here. And the energy you see is phenomenal energy she has. So, and this has been really accepted very well. So why is this the style scale, the solution? It has 4 levels of specific, cue, clue, or the messages for each level. Each level, you will see certain cues or clues. You would not understand this word. I'll tell you later. Just keep patience and, you know, be with me. So it's an easy reference tool. It will help you to guide for every occasion or profession. So we have different professions. So how different professions fall in different levels, we will see. Right? So the top is the, can you just speak along with me? The top is the tailored. The next is the softly tailored. Yeah, the third is the casual tailored. And the last is the untailored. Okay. Okay. So next go. So this is the actual style scale, but this might confuse you. So just let's take it one by one. 1 minute. Sorry. So this is the level 4. Tailored design elements. Now, what are design elements? This is something which you have to learn. If anybody has been into design, you would know that the elements of design are line, shapes, colors, fabrics, and pattern. अब हमारे कपड़े क्या चीज के बने होते हैं? गारमेंट आपको लगेगा, पर आप ध्यान से देखो हर कपड़े में अगर आपको कुछ नहीं, if you don't like certain clothes या कुछ नहीं, you will say I don't like the color. या इसका शेप अच्छा नहीं है, ये यहाँ से बहुत wrinkle कर रहा है. So what is wrinkle? Wrinkle is a line. ठीक है? और this line doesn't, this is very. तो जब भी whenever we talking about why some garment is not suiting us, you will see that we will always speak about some element of design. And the elements of design are line, shapes, colors, fabrics, patterns. Are you getting it? Or is it too much?
No, it's interesting there, but I do have a question towards when you finish the last level.
Okay, yeah, we'll take it. So these this tailored design elements here, we have very tailored garments which are as per what you want to achieve. You know, the silhouette which you wish to achieve. They are tailored to that level. So when you're wearing tailored garments, you will see that the silhouette or the shape of the garment is more prominent, more dominant than your body silhouette, if that is what you wish to achieve. So the attention will be on the garment and the focus usually will be at somewhere near the face. So in these garments, where do you see the attention really goes to? To the top area, to the collar, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Because when you're wearing such a tailored dress, such a tailored outfit, what do you want? What is you wish to achieve? You want people to, yes, Gitanjali?
Authority.
Authority, and you want people to listen to you when you speak, right? So if the attention is not on the upper part of your face or near the face, upper part of the body near the face, do you think people will listen to you? If this lady is wearing a very, you know, fluorescent pink pant, if you say, or something something which attracts a lot of attention, or pink shoes, आप उसको देखो, आपका ध्यान बार-बार वो pink shoes पे चला जाए. Whenever you're watching such a person. So whenever you have such a kind of situation where you have to show authority, you have to ensure that your clothing is at this level. These are एकदम high position power positions. But ये हर जगह नहीं पहन सकते जहां पावर दिखाना. पावर घर पे दिखाना तो ये पहन के नहीं चलेगा, कोई नहीं सुनेगा. ठीक है? So these are only for professional situations. Now I'm comparing it to the lowest part. Why I've put this slide here is just for you to understand the untailored look. That was the tailored look. It had straighter lines. Here it has curved lines. There it had, these angular shapes. Here we have rounded shapes. There it was darker colors. Here it is lighter colors. Darker colors सबसे ऊपर है, lighters नीचे. वहां पे there's a lot of contrast because contrast attracts attention. तो contrast आपके face के पास आ रहा है. यहाँ पे there is less contrast. The moment there is less contrast, it is again less attention seeking because you are not really wanting any attention on your clothes maybe. The fabrics are soft because these are untailored and these are relaxed movements, or at least ease is more important here. A relaxed or comfort or movement of the body is much more important here than in the top layer. And the patterns here are rounded, so which will make you feel relaxed from inside. So can you see the difference between these two? Right? Now we go back to the first one only. What are the messages that tailored level gives? So if you're dressed in this level, you will be authoritative, credible, more formal, trustworthy, organized, official, stable. And what is that clue or the cue which should be there in case you are at this level? ये level कैसे बनेगा आपकी dressing का? What is that one cue? I think I've not mentioned it here. It's a match suit. A match suit is something in which you are dressed in the same color, same fabric from the shoulder line up to where the clothes end, the hemline. It is the same fabric, same color used. And the highest in authority are black, blue, gray, and as you can have a match suit even in lighter colors, but their levels will be lower than a black match suit. We also have Indian style scale, which I can share with you a little later, maybe if we have time. I think that is the question Gitanjali had.
Oh my God, you just guessed it.
Yes. So I'm good at it.
Financial consultant, of course, but in India, they've been such beautiful land of garments. We've been exporting fabric and garments to the whole world, and and we can teach them styles.
Yes, yes.
What is our indigenous style?
Yes. So we have an Indian style skill also. If there's no positive time, I'll definitely take you through it. Yes, I'll just show it to you. Yes. So these are the fields, or the professions which are suited for this level: management, personal, banking, finance sector, insurance, law, military, government. These professions you have to be dressed like this. In fact, management of any profession, you have to be dressed in level 4. Especially on days which is really important. You need to influence people's opinions. You need the whole, all of your employees to listen to you, or you have some important meeting where you have to convey a lot of important things and you want people to pay attention. So you have to show that power with your dressing. It's not that your words are not important or your knowledge is not important. Everything is important. But what will make you more important is your dressing. It will ensure that people stay nearby and listen to you physically and mentally also. They stay in the space. Otherwise, even if they're there in the room, you will see that they're not in that room. So that is very important. So this is level 4, tailored. The second one is softly tailored. As I said, a lot of elements here are from the tailored level, a few borrowed from the untailored level. That is, बहुत angular shapes है, बहुत straight lines है, पर कुछ soft lines इसमें include कर दिए. हम हमेशा इतना authority नहीं दिखा सकते. Because then people will not come near you. When you are at the authority level, you really cannot you will see that people do not approach you. And if you've met somebody for the first time in a where you've been very authoritative and power, you've used that power dressing to be there, next time that person comes he will tread with caution. धीरे धीरे ही आएगा. अगर बात करने का, अगर आप उससे पार्टी में मिले या ऐसे कैजुअल एनवायरनमेंट में मिलेंगे, वो जल्दी से नहीं आएंगे आपके पास. Even if they come, that image that they have with them in their heads about you, it will ensure that वो धीरे से आते हैं, because it will stay in their heads. And if you want them to talk to you, you have to dress a little down. So every time when you have to work and you have to connect with people, interact with people on a friendly or a little less, and still be a little influential and accessible, you can wear a jacket. Like today I'm wearing a jacket. I'm not wearing a matte suit. So you can even wear a colored jacket. We can help you with colors which will suit you. But the jacket and the trouser, or the jacket and the skirt, they can be in 2 different colors. So they bring down the authority. And you see यहाँ पे coat का the corners are also rounded. The color is more friendly, right? So it makes you look accessible, influential. You're dependable. Your trust is still there, but you are a little friendly, right? So then the third one is casual tailored. So here the cue is only a collar. The jacket is removed. And one more thing here, even in this level, even if you're not having a jacket, you can even have a sweater, a collared sweater maybe, or something, a half jacket maybe, and but it will be lower in authority than this one. So you will see later, then I'll show you how to mix between the layers, between these levels. Here it is predominantly untailored level, strengthened with a little tailored elements. So casual hai, but thoda sa tailored kar diya isko. So you have to work when you're working from home. When in these online meetings and where we've been working at home, if you're very easygoing and relaxed, you cannot work. So you have to make it a little on the tailored things you have to pick up. If you wear a basic pajamas, if you're trying to work, you will not. If you wear just a trouser also, it will give you some strength and that inner strength to actually focus on your work. So though you're relaxed, you're also efficient. You're functional. And today we have what we've been talking, it not just about fashion, it is more about function. Right? Gitanjali, in case you have to speak something to me, I think you'll have to. Here I do not see messages when I'm sharing.
No, don't worry, I'll tell you.
Yeah. So level 1 is untailored. Here you are available, agreeable, easygoing, unofficial, responsive. These can be for certain professions also. Here there's no collar. So it's a round neck, scoop necklines, So nothing is actually making you feel very formal or something. You're very informal, casual, relaxed. So in these things, you can actually be at home with your family. Also, if you think that your bache ya anybody in your family or friends are not reaching out to you, and you want to be more friendly with them, more open, want them to talk to you, you have to ensure that just show them, are you showing too much authority with your clothes also sometimes? So you can change the way you communicate vocally also with them, and maybe, visually also. If they find you visually comforting, soothing, softer colors, more rounded shapes, so people will be more open to talk to you. So, relationships are very important in life. So any relation, even office relationships, you would say, see, if you're a boss and if you see that people around you are keeping a distance away from you, and you are always dressed on a tailored level, maybe on an office party or a casual event, you can dress a little down and see how people come up and start talking to you. So these levels are also very important. So it is as per the roles that we need to play in life and the different goals that we have that we can change our dressing. So the profession, this might be a little confusing because I'm taking bit by bit the whole chart, but just state it and you'll get it. In fact, there's one way which I can actually share that chart with you. You can just send me a mail. Yeah. So level 3, softly tailored. So these are more suitable for these professions: sales and servicing, retailing, education, real estate, travel, counseling, health, healthcare, hospitality, sector. So all these professions where you have to be a little authority, but you have to be approachable as well. So yeah, you're mostly tailored with a little untailored elements, softer elements, which help you to give the right messages. And then there's the casual tailored. So Gitanjali, your comes here basically for your everyday dressing when you talk about being creative and fashion, theater, television, architecture, interior design, journalism, publishing. So you have to be dressed because you need to work, but the collar can be made, not the collar is not the only thing which will give you authority. Even with your top, if you're wearing some stole or a scarf or something which will give you one more layer to it, it will make a difference to your, being totally, the way people perceive you. For people who are into the creative field, they can do it a little more creatively with the other aspects like accessories.
Yeah, for the creative field, I think it's important to have your own identity, and what you believe in will reflect through your individual dressing sense, which is obviously coupled with all the authority levels here. Yes.
And but for management, when you have to manage a huge crowd, even if your company and you're the CEO, even for a creative field, you will have to maintain that authority. How you can do it in a more creative way, maybe, but you have to maintain that authority. You cannot dress down for an important occasion.
That's true.
Yeah. So the untailored level here, it's like, of course, at home, and then construction, transportation, industrial, factory, maintenance, recreation, sports, you have to be at the very untailored level. So your, your relaxation or comfort is more important than getting things. People are listening to you. You are working on your own basically here. Nobody else is there whom you are, making a difference to or instructing or working them. So this is now, does this make a little more sense now? Just see. Because earlier I'm sure it would not. So that at the top is this, the Q for the first, the level 4 is suit. The Q for the softly tailored is a jacket. The Q for the level 2 is a collar. And the last is no collar. So that is the signs or the cues which you can see when you are looking for a garment or looking at your closet. When you think, हाँ अब मुझे कहाँ जाना है, मुझे वहाँ messages कौन से pass on करने हैं, तो मुझे किस type की dressing चाहिए? Which level of dressing do I need? Right? So I think this is, we can take another hour maybe if you just look at it like this. So now, can you just tell me quickly, this is almost at the end of the slide. What do you think these two people project? With the first one, this young man, what do you think is his gender? I'm sure you know. The age projected?
It's about 38.
Okay, and over the female?
Say about, again, 40.
Okay, the activity, what they're doing?
They're just smiling.
Okay, they're smiling, but it could be anything, It is a totally, if you have to write down something, it will be according to your perception of things. And?
I think they're posing for
Can you all please go on mute, like if you're not speaking for the session? And the personality traits. So let's see in actually what they are. They are very different from what even you could guess or I.
They've been professionals.
Okay. So this is the real one. So what are the cues? He's a male. How do we know? With its clothing, accessories and physical features. Age is only 21 years.
Wow.
That was his graduation ceremony. Only skin, hair, body language. They tell you. Matlab, see, if we all have a, because this is an old photograph out of our books actually, which I've put here. So it was a little older maybe. So that is why today's youngsters are more, peppily dressed or more funkily dressed than. But for a graduation ceremony, he is rightly dressed. See.
Right.
Right. So personality traits projected: outgoing, friendly, charming. How do you know that he's outgoing, friendly, charming? Looking at his body language, the face,
Smile.
the expressions, the smile. Yes.
Smile mainly.
Yes. This female was 36 years old when photographed. And so what do you tell? But today's skin people, I think they have better skin now. Many don't. So what the picture says is, yes. The activity here was a dinner. So she looks very friendly and relaxed, isn't she? So
She
personality
does.
is projected. Outgoing, friendly, modest. So I have this small exercise. If we have time, we can just do this.
Yeah, so Jaya, we have maybe 3 minutes. And if I would also encourage people to ask questions, if you have, please put it on the chat box. So
Yeah. So that we can do. And what are your goals in life? Are you achieving your goals? And can changes in your dress and grooming help you, aid you in achieving your goals and your full potentials? If you think that they can make a difference, then work towards your goal. Be more better dressed. Pay a little attention to your dressing. And then, you can actually make a difference for you. So you will see how things start changing the way you start valuing yourself and your looks. See, just try small things, small changes, and keep noticing. So like Plantaman, it has to be measured. Plantaman, we teach, Gitanjali teaches, like we all teach, like measure karna hai har cheez, observe karna hai. Thode changes karo aap and see how it changes. Also, I have this term, enclothed cognition. If you want, you can write down in the chat also, Gitanjali, enclothed cognition. Google this term after the session, please. And you will see how dress impacts, your clothes impact yourself. ENCLO, enclothed cognition.
Is it EN?
EN.
Yeah, I've typed it.
Yeah. Cognition, yes. Right. So this is the exercise which I have for you. So if you have time, we can do this, or you can use this exercise to, prepare your look for wherever you're going. We call it a tomorrow exercise. Like tomorrow, if you have to go somewhere, you usually plan in advance how you want to prepare your dress. And whatever occasions you have tomorrow, maybe 2, 3, and how you can dress up and dress down. So all this cannot be covered in that small session here. So, but yes, this will give you some guidelines on how you can do it.
Oh, this is a great exercise to be conscious about your dressing style every time.
It will not be magical, but it will train you to think about what messages the other person is receiving.
So maybe we can take a screenshot, everyone. And
yeah, you can do that.
Start practicing at home.
Yes.
For an important occasion.
Right. And then I think we can just go to the questions.
Yeah, I think, so Nehri, do you have anything? Can you please unmute yourself?
So I'll stop sharing, Gitanjali, now.
Yeah, thank you so
and
much.
you can just have anything you want in life if you dress for it.
Wow.
Right?
That's so powerful. So any questions at all? And Ms. Sunehri, if you could unmute yourself and ask your questions, please. You're on mute.
हेलो हाय मैम
हाय
मैम जैसे हम तो गांव में रहते हैं तो हम तो सूट ही पहनते हैं
हाँ
तो अब ये क्या एकदम से चेंज करना भी थोड़ा
नहीं आप वेस्टर्न मत पहनिए आप इंडियन ही पहनिए वो नहीं but Gitanjali, if you can spare 5 more minutes, then I have something to show.
Yeah, I think it's very critical to have an Indian scale as well.
Yes, so you'll have to give me a couple of minutes till you can speak to the people. So I'll have
I think if everyone's okay, let's go with one more slide share regarding Indian dressing. क्योंकि पावर ड्रेसिंग में मैं बता सकती हूँ कि साड़ी भी बहुत पावरफुल है. आप कई एग्जाम्पल दे सकते हैं कि हम पब के अंदर भी हम अगर साड़ी पहन के जाते हैं तो भी उसका एक इम्पैक्ट होता है. एक वन एग्जाम्पल इज उषा उत्थुप. Yes, everybody.
Gitanjali, even I've worn a sari to a pub. Yes, I have.
You can, and you know, Indian garments, Indian fabrics and textiles are coveted the world over. जो हमारी अपनी संस्कृति का है, जो हमारे हैंडलूम्स हैं, उनकी बात ही अलग है, उनकी पावर ही अलग है, उसका एक स्टेटमेंट ही अलग है. तभी जब हमारे सारे नेता हैं वो उसी तरीके से पहनते हैं, तो कहीं उसकी भी बात करनी चाहिए. जो एक इंटरनेशनल लोग हैं तो वो तो अपने और हमारी गारमेंट इटसेल्फ इज सो ब्यूटीफुल, साड़ी कि वो कितने तरीके से पहन सकते हैं. स्टिच नहीं है, अनस्टिच्ड है, बट आई वुड से इट्स द टॉप एट द, ये रिवर्स हो जाती है स्केल. जब हम अपने इंडियन गारमेंट्स की बात करते हैं तो ये उल्टा हो जाता है कि अनस्टिच भी हम इतने पावरफुली पहन सकते हैं. एंड जया माइट गिव अस सम मोर हिंट्स देयर. सो या जया.
Yeah, 1 minute.
Okay. Thank you.
1 minute. So you'll have to bear with me for this minute.
So Jaya, I think we will extend this session by 10 minutes. Is that good?
Yeah. 10 minutes, 5 minutes will do,
because we have taken a time of 9. May please choose to leave, but we will continue this session until 10 more minutes.
Yeah, just give me a few minutes because this is something which will take a little time. So can you see, because I'm not slide sharing here.
Right.
1 minute. So this is the Indian style scale. So you can have, see the same garment worn from same fabric worn from top to bottom. Can you see?
Yes.
So here also it's almost a similar color. So this shows a lot of authority, right? So I have better pictures also. In the next one you'll see. 1 minute. So 4 levels of dressing. Indian wear women. So this is how you can go for the top level.
इसमें आप दिखा रहे हो कि लेयरिंग करी हुई है सूट. बहुत शार्प सूट्स पहन रखे हैं. सुनहरी, आप पूछ रहे थे सूट्स कैसे पहनना है. उसमें हमें दिख रहा है कि कलर बड़े स्ट्रॉन्ग हैं और सूट के ऊपर कुछ ना कुछ एक लेयर है.
एक लेयर जरूरी है, बिकॉज जैसे आप लेयर डालते हैं वो आपको अथॉरिटी देता है. सिर्फ बाहर से नहीं, अंदर से भी यू विल फील स्ट्रॉन्गर.
Yeah, ma'am.
So this is how we do it with saris also and suits also. ऐसा नहीं है कि आपको हमेशा you can add interest to your dress with the help of a little softer elements. कहीं as females you cannot, you really don't like to be at that top authority level all the time. There has to be some softer elements. Yes, you saying something?
मैम ज्यादातर तो सूट ही पहनती हूँ, वैसे साड़ी भी पहनती हूँ.
हाँ, तो देखिए सूट में भी आप पहन सकते हैं अगर आपको चाहिए. आपको अथॉरिटी अगर लानी है और आपके पास ऐसा कुछ लीडरशिप पोजीशन है तो आपको कुछ तो अथॉरिटी लानी पड़ेगी. सिर्फ कुर्ता पहनकर और कुर्ता और सलवार पहनकर या कुर्ता और ट्राउजर्स पहन के आपको वो अथॉरिटी नहीं आएगी. आपको कुछ एड ऑन थोड़ा सा करना पड़ेगा.
शायद बहुत क्लीनर कलर्स या कलर ब्लॉकिंग बहुत जरूरी है.
कलर ब्लॉकिंग इज वेरी
पहले की फ्लोरल प्रिंट्स और ये सब शायद नहीं हो. ग्राफिक प्रिंट्स गिव यू मोर linear authority.
Yes, geometric prints and not too much prints. The moment you will put more print or something eye-catchy print, थोड़ा सा आपका attention face से निकल के, जब आप बोल रहे हो उससे निकल के सीधा उस print पे चले जाएगा. Print always will attract attention.
Okay.
Even if it's a leadership position, you will have to ensure that the print is not attracting attention. जिसे हम basic checks पहनते हैं, something subdued checks, self checks, or Glen plaid. These are, they're small argan check. These are all which will not attract much attention. और या फिर आपने अंदर प्रिंट पहना है उसके ऊपर जैकेट पहना है, like you see in this second figure.
Yeah, ma'am.
Print inside, but the print is giving the effect of a lean figure because वो अंदर से सिर्फ थोड़ा सा ही दिख रहा है. So eye movement goes from up to down in the middle, so it will give the effect of that you are slimmer than you might be. Always also जैसे ही हम second layer पहनते हैं ना, ये third layer डालते हैं, it gives you a slimmer effect because body shape usually hide हो जाता है और garment का shape दिखने लगता है. The garment silhouette becomes more prominent, dominant.
और जय मैंने देखा कि साड़ी के ऊपर जब मैंने कभी कोई ब्लाउज पहना है जिसमें कॉलर हुआ है, लेट्स से मैंने अपना टॉप ही पहन लिया है white color का, which has a nice collar shirt, very nice formal shirt.
Okay.
उससे भी there's a lot of I felt much more powerful. I felt much more stronger.
Yes.
Collared blouse.
Collared blouse will give you an edge because the collar adds that strength. Also, it will ensure that the attention is not going to the places where you don't want it to go. So even if you're wearing a top or a blouse which is scooped neck, थोड़ा सा lower neck है, so you will always be conscious ज़्यादा deep तो नहीं. If you have a religious value, if you are modest in your dress. And पर आप क्या चाहते हो वहाँ पे? आप जो भी काम कर रहे हो वो काम important है या आपके कपड़े important है? See, हमारे काम ज़्यादा important आता है. Wearing the right clothes और मतलब is only a way to get things better. तो आप अपने काम पे ज़्यादा concentrate कर सकते हो. You don't have to be busy with your clothes, right? Make your clothes work for you, get dressed, wear clothes work for you, and then forget about them.
So I'd like to go if there's any other question.
And I have another this thing also. Wait. Yeah, this is the softly tailored. All right. So the softly tailored it only has a jacket. There's a difference between the jacket and the lower garment. These are only guidelines. You can do it creatively in your way, the way you like clothes. You pick up choices. The third is not going as it should. 1 minute. Yeah. This is only collared with no jacket. It also has some level of authority. And the fourth is untailored at relaxed home. So if you are in this level, which usual females are, then if you're looking for authority, then it will be a little difficult. Maybe some plain colors. You can play with the colors or the fabric. You can wear more firmer fabrics. Even here, you can add a little authority. No, but you won't get the same level of authority that can happen, otherwise with a collar or a jacket.
Even having a stole around your suit
makes a big difference.
Gives you like
yes, we call it this defensive dressing. So if you are wearing there are a lot of people here who would agree that even if you're wearing a suit at home or a t-shirt at home and you feel there's somebody who's come home suddenly who demands a more respect. So if you're into that level generation, today's generation, the young generation might not feel so, but the generation we belong to, we would always, go and catch hold of a chunni, dupatta, and just put it in a neck. It might not give you any coverage. It will only give you the security and the strength.
That's correct. Yeah.
Can you resonate with this thing? Yeah.
Yes, completely.
Absolutely.
So it will, until unless you're wearing a collar, then it won't happen. Even if it's a Chinese collar, you will not feel so.
Agree.
So
that is all from my side, Gitanjali. Thank you for extending.
Thank you, Jaya, for trying to pack in so much more, and we got your commitment, and you're always, gracious and generous about having the sessions. Thank you everyone for attending this wonderful session. I'm hoping you're taking back much more technical knowledge and you will start applying जो scale है और जो आपको अभी work मिला है उसको आप apply करेंगे. We have learnt about personal and professional dress standards. हमने style scales देखे, international और थोड़ा national वाले भी देखे, और हमने cues देखे level of dressing के लिए. It's important to give off your best impression in every which way possible. मतलब कुछ भी आपके रास्ते में नहीं आना चाहिए फ्रॉम आपके रोड में जो आपकी सक्सेस की रूट है उसमें कुछ भी नहीं आना चाहिए, और आपकी हर एक कम्युनिकेशन स्टाइल और आपकी ड्रेसिंग स्टाइल शुड असिस्ट यू टू reach out for your goals. So I think we have to learn to ditch the shorts and dress very sharply instead after Jaya's session today. Yes, Deven is raising his hands for that in unison, and without a beard for Hong Kong. So that's interesting how different international countries have different cultural, वो पूरा एक topic होगा हर country का, I think.
Yes, yes.
Thank you,
These are
Jaya.
called cultural this thing.
Nuances अलग होते हैं, right?
हमारे लिए ये क्या होता है गीतांजलि? Sorry to speak in between, but then I couldn't stop. For us, this is something which is like okay, but there are certain countries where this is considered to be very, bad. It's a very bad.
Yes, madam. I add one thing. In Bangkok, especially jewelry clients, retail clients, or who are from the high net worth individuals, they don't accept the beard. They think that people are like Pushparaj. So it should be always clean shave. It's a must. Yeah. And
thank you so much.
I think so. Beard is old fashioned, absolutely, because we are following mostly the West people, and they have now come up with a clean shave.
So Devenji, मैं ये कहूंगी कि follow क्यों करना है? आप lead करिए ना. आपका style आप invent करिए. What works for you in your
yeah, I'm doing this.
context.
Today's my look is Saturday look, so I'm also having a little bit beard. But I'm into financial market now, not into jewelry anymore. But still, I believe in the grooming, and for grooming, my standards are different.
Great, thank you so much.
Depends on your roles also.
And for being a
Lot
very
depends on your
participative
roles.
audience, Kavita,
yes,
and
true,
everyone.
True.
And lastly, I would just like to, we are at 9:07. I'd like to quickly end by thanking all my super leaders. We have 7 of us, and each one is important to creating all sessions in Plan to Win. I'm going to invite everyone to join the link in the chat box if you want to know about the full program of Plan to Win. And it's really a contribution to the community we are in. And you must learn more about it and maybe join the full program in the next coming month for your success. Thank you, everyone, and see you next Saturday for very, very exciting, another exciting session, expert speak session at the same time, 8 to 9. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.